What's up, everybody? This is Alex Rome, and today I'm going to show you an insane trick that Odessa likes to use. So I was listening to a bunch of Odessa tracks as per usual because I listen to Odessa pretty regularly. They're one of my top artists and have always been. And their sound is just so unique. You just can't stay away from it. You have to listen to every new song that they put out just to hear what they do. But one of the craziest things that separates Odessa from every other artist is their creative way of using the stereo image and panning. So for anybody who doesn't know what a stereo image is, that is where you visually see the sound that you are listening to. So if you have a pair of headphones on like I do, your stereo image would kind of like be just like this. This is where all the sound that you're going to hear will appear. Even sometimes it can be close to behind you, depending on the surround sound capabilities and stereo capabilities of the speakers you're listening to. But most likely your stereo image is going to start at your ears, is going to come out a little bit, and then kind of wrap around your head like that. So when you listen to a song, let's just say you're listening to the lead. The lead will most likely be panned to the center because that's where you would have your lead sit, like a vocal or something. So let's take a song with a lead vocal. If you listen to that vocal, you will hear it floating like right here if you have perfect headphones on. And when I say perfect headphones, I mean just obviously even volume headphones plugged into a source that's reliable. So even a pair of Apple earbuds or a pair of Dr. Dre Beats or a pair of studio monitor headphones plugged into a phone, plugged into a laptop, giving you a good stereo sound. So when you listen to a lead, you hear it floating kind of right here. And then if you kind of zone in, you'll hear some hi-hats over here. You'll hear the open hi-hat over here. You'll hear some toms kind of like diagonally out this way, diagonally out that way. You'll hear the bass line more in the center, like floating around kind of under your lead here. But that's a stereo image. And what Odessa does really well is placing different elements really interestingly in those places throughout that stereo image. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to make a lead ARP. If you don't know what an ARP is, it sounds like something like this. Any type of sound that's in a never-ending pattern like this. Oh, that was the wrong note, but anyway, that's an ARP. Just keeps going like that. So we're going to take an ARP and we're going to build it in the way that I hear in Odessa songs. Anytime I hear a very specific instrument that has has important characteristics relative to the song, I hear this happen. So let's take this ARP that we have here. So we have that sound. Now, if we want to do the trick that Odessa would do, we would not stop here. This would be too boring for Odessa to sit on and be like, you know what? We don't like that sound. It's a little boring. We got to Odessa this up. So let's do it. Let's duplicate what we have here and pull it down underneath of there. And we're going to layer it with this sound. Both of these sounds are from the Sounds of the Future pack, available at alexromesound.com. If you use discount code FUTUREBASS, you could get 25% off of that pack. But you got to use it right now. All right, ready? So here's this sound. layered with the original sound. Now let's get weird with it. This is where Odessa just mind fucks me every time I listen to them. We're going to put this one into the right ear. And we're going to put this different sound into the left ear. So now we got two different sounds doing the same melody, but they're panned. And this is where it gets crazy. So now it's like this weird broken up sound. So then what I did is I kind of tried to balance them out by taking a lower tone sound. This one is just a lower version of this one, I think. But I think I just whipped this one up from scratch. I did. I used Sylenth for this. So even a second synth we're going to use. And this one is going to be that layer that is purposely really quiet and undertony. So it's that layer that you're not meant to pay attention to, that's specifically meant to fill out the entire layer of the ARP. Odessa does this really, really crazy good. So I'm going to layer this over here, this loco sound, with this undertone, and then it'll be complemented in the left ear with our original tone. I was so trying to be Odessa the day I made this project. But anyway, guys, this is the entire sound as a whole. Get creative with the stereo image. Do insane things like that. A lot of times I hear Odessa putting the snare and the reverb to the snare all into mono, and it creates a shooting reverb that's not wide, but goes like straight up. The stereo image sounds insane. You guys have to try this because it makes boring sounds sound really as far away from boring as they could possibly sound. Check out in the description my masterclass, by the way. I have to plug. Anyway, guys, that's what I got for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love talking with you guys. Make sure you give me a big old thumbs up. Check out alexromesound.com for coaching, lessons, sample packs, and courses. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Comment your thoughts in the comment section, good or bad. I'll really appreciate that. Peace out, guys.